They speak nonsense every day. My country, my government. This is so familiar to me, completely familiar. I begged the Ukrainians, and I had a track record with the Ukrainians. I advised the Ukrainians. I'm not anti-Ukrainian, I'm pro-Ukrainian completely. I said, save your lives, save your sovereignty, save your territory, be neutral. Don't listen to the Americans. I repeated to them the famous adage of Henry Kissinger, that to be an enemy of the United States is dangerous, but to be a friend is fatal.
The people were destroyed. It was one of the most prosperous countries in Africa. Yes, not saying the country was run perfect. Nobody's country is run perfect, because we're in a world that is not perfect. But for Africa, his country was the richest, run better, better organized. The people had things that other countries they did not have and they wished to have. But the mistake he made, the real big mistake he made, was when he started talking to the African Union.
There is a conspiracy to control Libyan oil, to control the Libyan land, and to colonize Libya again. This is impossible, and we will fight until the last man and woman to defend Libya.
And getting together the African presidents of the various countries to unite. That's the last thing America wants us to do, is to unite. You tell a military man, oh, so glad for your service to your country. What country? The wars we're coming to fight is not because of a threat to the United States. It's a threat to the imperialists that want to run the rest of the world, because they need the resources of all these countries. And so that becomes a threat to their program and what they want to do. Now you can turn it off. You can turn it off and go to church on Sunday and pray for Jesus to deliver you from this stuff. But you need to open your eyes. You need to open your ears. And don't be fooled by Trump, because it seems like he's throwing out some things that we agree with, or any of the rest of them. Their objective and their goal is to destroy you, black man, black woman. I don't care. It doesn't make any difference. Every time we get a black man or a black woman that reaches a level of where they're really doing and making headways for us, they kill them. They kill them. They kill them. They destroy them. Meanwhile, you have a country like Nigeria that has allowed their best to come into the United States and give something to the United States that is beyond wealth. But that makes no difference. It's the power they want. It's the superiority they want. They got us bowing and praying and calling on Jesus while they're stealing everything we have. Or Muhammad. It doesn't make any difference, whichever one. The Arabs did the same thing to us, and they still are. They're in cahoots together. They might seem like they're on different sides, but they're in this together. Religion has kept us praying while they're destroying us. Don't tell me you're praying for the people in the Congo. You need to do more than pray. You need to activate. You need to understand what's going on. You need to not listen to the lies and then listen to the narratives. We've gotten so that if anybody talks longer than a minute on any of these movies or videos, we don't want to hear it. And they got valuable information. I'm not the only one. There's others that are crying out for you to know and understand. And you need to listen. And don't tell me you're going to bring it to the Lord in prayer. Now, some of you are going to think, well, she's anti-God. I'm going to tell you this. 70% of the black people in the world believe in God and are very religious, whether they're in a Muslim, whether they're in Buddhist, or whether they're in Christianity. They are the most praying people in the world. There's no other people that are on their knees as much as the black man and woman. In fact, we got our eyes closed and our head bowed down so much until they're just destroying us. They're taking what we have. They're destroying us. But the thing I can say about the mighty God, the mighty Creator, the Most High, is they can't do it, because for every one child that's born of theirs, we have two. We have more double births than any other nation in the world, of people in the world. Look it up. If they could have depopulated us, it would have happened a long time ago, because they've been killing us forever. But they're planning on a big massacre. And that massacre is going to happen there in DRC Congo, around those natural resources, because they want them. And so they're going to try to blame it on this group called the M23 and calling them a terrorist group. They're not. And you're listening to it, you need to investigate. You need to read more and try to find out the details of it, because these people are lying to you. Read up. Why would they have a policy for your birth control, your abortion? Why would they have a policy and put famine in there? That's what those sanctions are. When they do those sanctions, they know people are going to starve. That's the famine.
We killed hundreds of thousands of people in the Middle East. It's been. I always say it's the bloodiest sand anywhere in the world. And it didn't have to be that way. The single worst decision our country ever made was to go into the Middle East. Not only the millions of people killed, and I include people on both sides. You know, some people say, oh, you shouldn't say that. I said, I'll say it, on both sides. Such a horrible thing was done. Such a horrible mistake was made. We're doing this a different way.
And then there's war. What they have done here in Africa, and I'm going to tell you, and if anybody thinks I'm lying, let me know. Here, where the people that are so-called the terrorists have up-to-date guns and rifles and machinery, and the people that are in the country that they say they're helping Nigeria out, they're helping me, they don't have the weapons that can compete against those people that are terrorists. And if you follow the trail, since 2011, when they killed Gaddafi, to now, terrorism has increased. And I said to myself, how do they get the money? I used to work in the budget of the United States government. It costs money to get weapons. How did they get weapons? They said they robbed banks, and they did. No, and because they kidnapped them. No, they didn't get that kind of money doing that. They got terrorists that are terrifying us and killing us. Then they're sending in aid with Red Cross and all those people to feed us and to bandage us after they fix and set us up to be shot and killed. So Elon Musk can go around, and Trump can walk around like he's discovered something. And the misuse of funds, he need to keep digging. Hey, this is Janetta, and you're watching Africa Speak